Hello, good morning. Welcome back to Building a House from Trees. Thanks for tuning in. This week's episode, I've been building it up a lot. It's the installation of that big window. So it's a giant window. It looks like a house. It looks a lot more like a house now, and it suddenly just feels like it isn't a tree fort anymore. It's transformed the building. And it's great. It's really nice having that natural light in there, especially on sunny days, which this is not. But you know, warm, the warmth coming in from it, it's incredible. I acquired that for free. It was off a demolition job. It was going to be trashed, and I saved it from the dumpster. So I really lucked out. It's 8 feet tall and 12 feet wide. It was kind of a happy accident. It's the result. Or the bump out, that kind of built out space right there, is the result of me acquiring that window after the frame was designed and built. Otherwise, I would have changed the design to fit that. Those bays are only 10 feet wide, and that's 12 feet, so I had to be proud of that. So you can see inside and see the frame, which is really neat. In this week's video, I also I show my friend Jeremy Gantz from Red House Fine Home Building in Burlington, Vermont, or Colchester. Came over for the weekend. We did a work trade thing, and he helped me frame and kind of design the stairs leading into the basement. And we had an extremely long night the first night he was here, and then 2 more days getting this window installed, and to the highest level possible. If you want to get inspired by some crazy house designs and beautiful work, go to their website. I'll put a link in the description below. It's amazing work, but just a heroic effort that weekend, very little sleep and a lot of work, and this week's video is the result of that. You can see we joke around quite a bit with one another. Anyway, the process of getting the window in was really illustrative to me, and now I can install the rest of the windows as they are framed in and ordered and bought, but completely weatherproof, and it's great. So thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sharing, liking, subscribing, all that. And yeah, here it is. Enjoy. See you next week. You just stabbed your pencil into the floor? You're an animal. My God. It was the first piece of carpentry I ever did. Here, let me give it something. Ready? Yeah, get some jacks. Yeah, just cut it. Nice. That's perfectly good 2x.
Yeah, we use that for something. I don't know what. I love the smell of ram sets in the evening. Oh yeah. So what I was thinking for this was just on this side it can be flush, basically. On this side it can be flush. On that side, overhanging half an inch. Butting the board side together, I think you're going to end up with 3 full pieces, and you might have to tune it to this wall a little bit. You might have to scrap it to the wall a bit. I gotta figure this out with dealing with this beam, because that first thread starts right here.
Where?
Right here. extend them 6 or 7 years from now, maybe 10 years. Plus, what did we say, 9" squared equals, and we'll take the square root of that. So 12 and 5/16 is what each of those hypotenuse should be. So 12 and 5/16 plus 12". Did I say 5/16? Is it 15?
12 and 5/16.
And 5/16. So 12 and 5/16, 13 and 5/16, 24 and 5/8, 25 and 5/8 equals 36 and 15, 37 and 15,
98 and a half.
99 and a half,
135, 7/16.
135, 136 and 7/16. That's all we need.
Okay.
See how like that's kind of off, but I can just aim for the middle of the two.
Yep.
See, if you were just to run this down the whole length of this, because it's so long, you could be off by an inch. This is coming up an inch. I was burning an inch before, so that's coming up an inch.
Yep.
8 and 7/16 wants to be the finish. Be good. You got that by yourself?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Don't hurt yourself. Don't hit my truck.
Unfortunately, I'm practiced at this kind of idiocy. Just cut it here, and we'll put it up, and you know.
All right. Yeah, you're binding it.
Hey, this line. I think that's a very
This
old.
isn't gonna hold anything.
I cut that down in 2014.
5-footer over. Bang. I'm holding up 3/4 of an inch. We need to be hitting 8 and 7/16. All right, let's get that beast in here.
It's not warm. Oh, you know what? I'll back your truck in here and just pipe the exhaust.
It's a good idea. Nice warm exhaust.
It's like butter.
Up a little bit. That's what you do. You kind of fudge it. Yep. So, gotta have
Take more off that heel.
level.
Level. Oh, math!
Oh, we do know.
Yeah, well then if we bring Ah,
I don't know about that. That's a little weird.
I don't know about that. That's a little weird.
Just seltzer and frost and stock. Just glistening
I
up
think
your
we got
face.
that. We did. That's an actual spit take. Just looking like. You said 1/4 inch. Of course, this one's tight. Really? Look at this, huh? Oh, that is not bad at all.
Triangles out for you. Go over all that too. Make it look easier.
It will.
I'm standing here. The nosing where you're going to be putting pressure on it.
Right.
When you're walking up and down.
Can you check that pencil, Tim? Woo-hoo-hoo! That's fun.
Does it feel solid?
That feels really solid. Way more solid than anything in my old house.
Yeah.
Well, that's better than the ladder. That's crazy.
Well, that's your step down right there.
That's so small.
That's it.
Seriously?
Yep.
No wonder you wanted to keep going. What time is it? Fitness floor.
Is it 12:45?
Is it really?
Yeah.
It's 12:45.
Yeah.
Well, all right. And the stairs are done.
Stairs are done.
Look at that. God. 12:45, and it's about 10 degrees. Oh, but that's nice. No more ladders. Well, at least down to here. Oh, that's good. I was wondering why I didn't see any cars when I was plowing. Because it's tomorrow.
Because it's the next day.
Nice work, man. It looks great.
Yeah. Yeah.
They look really good. And I think that post is wonderful.
Very functional.
I got the unit. I will stay focused on my job. Hence this wood stove. Look at that, like you prepared that spot.
We're just gonna.
Don't lift too high. You're gonna get the light bulb on the way.
I got you.
Watch the light bulb. We're right at it. I mean, now, how is it here? Did we have to lay it to get it out of here?
Well, we must have. That sucks. There were 8 of us when we did it.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Well, I'll support in the middle here. We'll tip it down.
Yeah.
Let's
Should
tip
have
it.
gone the other way, I guess.
Let's go back in. And yeah, let's.
Yeah. You get a little ladder here or bucket.
I got a horrendous little stepping stool.
Do you have a really sharp flat bar? Thinner than a cat's thinner than a fishtail.
I have chisel. Oh yeah, that's manageable. I guess not. You good?
Yeah. Okay. Can you square it up on this thing, and then we'll have to get on either side of it.
Okay. You just lift, I'll push.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good right there.
You think just one, or do you want to do 2?
Two. But you're right. I mean, this is fine.
He's not going anywhere.
Um,
I can ride back here.
You're going to ride back there. I don't know who I stole that from. I guess it would be you.
This is probably the safest thing we'll do all day. Oh.
Tear down that wall, Mr. Gorbachev! Woo!
Like butter.
Like butter, dude. I think we don't want to go my way anymore.
No, we just want to.
You can see the shiny stuff on the bump out there. That is 2-inch rigid foam insulation, and that's exterior of the sheathing. And I'll cover that in a future, very soon, future episode. Camera froze for that process.
Alright.
Alright. You sound like me. Or do I sound like you?
Do you want to put a piece of butyl between these two pieces?
Yes, that's okay. You want to turn your camera off?
Why?
You've got enough. It's just for B-roll.
Alright. B-roll?
So this is a flashing detail at the underside of this window. It's some old roofing trim that I had saved from the roof project. And we got a little bead of butyl tape, and then we're going to put another piece on top of it to make a sort of Z flashing.
This window is 2006, by the way.
I wish I'd known. I would have thrown it away.
Well, you can always buy a new window for this opening that you made.
We're going to be careful not to burn down the house with trees. Can you imagine us sitting in here right now enjoying this sunlight that's pouring in?
Remind me about that when we're actually doing it.
We might both die before then.
Possible. Yeah, this is great. You know how to do this, right?
Nope.
Let me show you. I'll give you the tutorial.
Great.
And then I'm gonna make a cut right in the very corner, but I'm gonna come in from the corner a little bit so the membrane can kind of stretch into it. If that makes sense.
Oh, I do know what you're doing then. That's what I do with the zip tape on all the corners.
Yeah. So I'm gonna press that in, and then when I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna run this pan up to here.
Yep.
It's gonna lap down over roughly in the same area.
Yep.
And we'll do the same thing. We'll make an incision right there, and we'll kind of press that around.
Right. So there's a good...
That's how you seal those corners.
Yes.
Because those pinholes is where water gets in.
And that's what I've been doing with the zip tape. I've been figuring that out.
Yeah.
On all up around the knee braces and
Yep.
stuff. Great.
Once this piece goes in, I guess.
Okay. Or
Once the second one goes. I didn't have a choice. It's probably fine.
instead of the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, what, we got an inch of wood showing. And yeah, we'll heat this up. This will all weld together. That'll be nice.
Yeah.
Provided that we don't burn the house down.
That is so clean.
Once rip wrapping down the sides.
Up like this?
Yeah, just kind of doing capturing this.
Yes,
The foam.
I think so.
Okay. Oh yeah, this isn't sticking at all.
It will. This thing's totally safe. Feels good.
A bit.
You cut in quite a bit there. Good?
Yeah.
It's so cold.
One of the many side effects of working in the bitter cold is that camera batteries tend to seize and stop working. I had two cameras recording at this moment when we were putting the window open, putting the window in the rough opening, and they both froze at this exact moment. Well, one certainly did. So here it is, not the shot of us putting the frame in, but Here's a nice calm moonshot. It was bitterly cold trying to get this photo, but there's the frame in.
Live.
Live from here. Live from here now. A little bit more hope right there.
Well, here we go this morning. We didn't get the shot of us actually plugging this in yesterday because the camera got sleepy because it was 1 degrees Fahrenheit. So for all of those of you in Australia, I have no idea what the temperature is, but it's unimaginable to you. Our hands froze up, and now we are going to lock it into place and start putting the glass in and get it fixed. So come along. Single digits here, but the sun is keeping us warm. Bucket of shins, all prepared. Shins being used. New fins being made. The meat and potatoes, installing a big window. You good?
Yep.
We're really out of plumbing.
Push it straight in.
Okay, there it is.
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. That block is, yeah.
Okay, I got this. You want to secure? This is a huge space.
I use a 3-inch screw.
Right into my kneecap. You have to back it out for me to move my knee. Who cares?
But it's only gonna get easier. It's only gonna get faster.
Visual acuity. First one.
The odds are in our favor at this point.
First one. Said the compulsive gambler.
So that's gonna be that one down there.
Ready? That's amazing that works. Hold on. Maybe pop the top one too.
I don't know. I think we can get it. I hope. See how this could be wrong.
Oh yeah.
Let's try.
We're not wrong. Wow. Oh, that is really nice.
Yep, latches on top and bottom.
Yep.
So, and then, yeah, you just have to slide that little collar thing, whatever the fuck this is called. There you go.
Collar.
That's
Wow.
it, man.
I can't see.
I got it. So it gets fed in from the top and the bottom. No,
Oh.
no. Flip back the way it was and feed this.
Oh, like
there,
this.
There you go. Wait, I can't
Oh.
see. Oh yeah, right there. Can you see that better than me? I can't
Yeah.
see. All right. There you go. There she is. Now snap these into place.
I can't do that.
Down a little bit. Yep. Right. Thank you. Please let that be it.
That's awesome. That's going to be really nice to have.
Some cool breeze coming through.
Yeah.
All right, next one.
Moving on.
It's a wonder that you still know how to breathe.
That's a lot of glass.
A lot of glass. Drop this down here. Super sticky. So we're lapping right up onto the aluminum extrusion of the window. Get a nice tight seal.
That's why you're trying to get that so clean before.
Yeah, no weather coming in right there.
Yeah.
It's impossible. Here we go.
That's really good stuff,
It
huh?
is- yeah, it's like 15 degrees out here right now, and this stuff is sticking.
Well, it's in 0 to 150s. You can apply this on the surface of a muffler while you're working. I'm gonna go around the corner. Z flashing coming down over that, and then the tape. I'm gonna tape with that flashing. I'm gonna bring this tape down to. It's 0 degrees. That's fine. I stick fine. I like how it just casually mentions that too. It doesn't use an exclamation point.
Right. It was written by an engineer. Like, yes, this is designed for -20 to 150 degrees.
Why are you shocked?
It could have just said, like, any possible temperature that a human could install this.
On Earth. If there's a temperature on Earth, this tape can be installed in that temperature.
Yeah.
Cool. Slapped it in there.
All right, I gotta get going.
That's great, man.
Other than the last 5 seconds,
That's
10
phenomenal.
seconds, the last.
This is going to be nice in the summer.